What's going on, guys? It's Tom back with another video. And on this video, I wanted to talk about something that I don't think I've ever talked about before. I wanted to just talk about like what the poverty level is in in the Philippines, like compared to the United States. Like, in other words, what's considered poverty level as far as like monthly income, right? Or in the US, I'll give you the annual income amount that is considered, that amount and below is considered poverty level, okay? And this is I just wanted to illustrate the huge differences that there are between the Philippines and the United States, for example. Like in the Philippines, there's about 20 million people, and this information is only about a year old. It's from summer of 2022. So there's about 20 million people in the Philippines that lived basically below the poverty threshold. And that threshold is 12,030 pesos per month, or approximately, like, I think it's around $220 USD a month. This is for a family of five, not for one person, but for a family of five, right? So think about that for a minute, right? $220 a month for a family of five, right? That amount and less than that amount is considered, poverty level. And like I said, there's about 20 million people in the Philippines that are in that ballpark, right, in that category. I'll also add that there's, just for some context as well, I mean, there's about 10% of the population, or about 12 million people in the Philippines, that are OFWs, okay, that have to go to other countries to get jobs to make enough money, and then they wind up sending money back to their family in the Philippines, to support their families. So if you add those two numbers together, I mean, you're looking at about what, 20 million plus, if you just tack on like another 12 million that are not actually here, or not able to sort of make a living here, right? They instead know that if they go to another country, they can make decent money, and then they can support their families here, right? And that, like I said, that figures about 12 million, or about 10% of the population here. Okay. Now, conversely, in the US, that same poverty level salary or whatever, and I'll give it to you in an annual salary for five people, is about $35,000 a year USD, or just under 3,000 US a month. That's poverty. That and below is poverty level in the US for the same amount of people, for five people. Okay. So that's not much money, dudes and dudettes, 220 bucks a month. I mean, now that's not the average income here. I would say the average income is probably double that, because I did look it up once not too long ago, and I think it was somewhere in the ballpark of about 5,000 USD a year, or if you want to just say, well, maybe just call it like 500 USD a month or something. That is like the overall average. Now, of course, in the province, that's going to be a lot lower. People are lucky to, they'd be rich if they were making that much money in the province. But, you're taking into account there are people in the big cities that make good money, you know what I mean? So even though it might only be 20% of the whole population or whatever, that's like middle class in the Philippines, right? But they sort of bring that number up, to about, like I said, 500 US or something like that a month. But when you talk to just regular Filipinos, especially ones that live in the province or from the province, and they might be working in the city, but they live in the outlying areas, in the provincial areas, they'd be lucky to make that much. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be happy to make 500 US a month. More likely it's going to be closer to like 3 to 400 a month, USD. Um, So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, and that, in case guys were wondering, because obviously I have another video coming up about like that's sort of related, right? I mean, it's like how do you handle or how do you deal with panhandlers in the Philippines, right? Or whatever you want to call them. There's beggars, panhandlers, whatever you want to call them. Like how to best deal with them or whatever, because you're gonna see them here. You're gonna be there's gonna be a cup that's gonna be put in front of you on the sidewalk somewhere. Especially in any kind of an urban area. The bigger the city, the more you're gonna see it. But you'll probably see it. You'll see it in the smaller cities too. You probably won't see it much in the provincial areas, but you will see it in most of the urban areas. So that's a little bit related to this, right? Like, um, why are there, you're going to see quite a bit of that, like I said. But that's another video. And I just wanted to touch on this in case you guys were wondering about this, like what's considered poverty level here. Because I never really thought about it per se, and I kind of know how much people make here and stuff in general, but and then when I looked up the against the U.S., it's like wow, excuse me, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? Like it's like 3,000 U.S. a month compared to $220 a month, for the same amount of people. So anyway, guys, that's about it. I just wanted to bring up this subject to see in case any of you guys were interested. And I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe. And that's about it. Hopefully you can help somebody out when you're living here, and you might be helping out your immediate family. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of guys do here, you're already going to have sort of like if you have a wife or a girlfriend or, here in the Philippines and you're living here with them, you're going to probably help out family members and stuff, their family members to whatever degree that you're comfortable with, right? It depends on you, I guess, but don't go crazy. But you're probably going to wind up doing it at least now and again. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Until next time.